It's recap time.
All right, episode 1 of Dice Legenz in Aratai. We start with a dream in a canyon, a terrible ambush against a bunch of travelers sending some cargo throughout, and bundled in that cargo was a sword that seemed to be of some importance to these mysterious ambushes. Flash forward to some other time, present day, you meet 4 charming characters. They're part of the Westgate Watchguard. They just got a new team member, Tnemrot. They meet the head Justicar, Lord Mortain. He seems a bit suspicious and rich. Then they go out on their first trip as a new team, looking through the stats. Supervising it all, looking for danger, they hear a scream. There are zombies pouring out of a church thing. We slay them in our first battle as a team. Then we find a symbol up on a hill on a tombstone. It's the Zakron cult.
Yes, we made our way up the hill. We saw a mysterious looking lantern burning from a distance. Of course, Lona made his way up, went and saw it was within a contained crypt-like place. Walked in, of course, followed by Tnemrot. We went down, saw a spiraling staircase that went just underneath a little altar. We went to investigate. Truby and the others stumbled by, down following us. Yeah, we go down, and we find these little places of darkness down alleyways, and there's this little rooms that it was lit, and then we get in there, and lo and behold, we come across this really evil looking guy with a scepter, and he activated everyone else, and all these bones that have been there for thousands of years all of a sudden come to life, and they start attacking us, and we're like, and making our way out of there. And we caught one, caught 2 actually, caught one, and we took him back and what should we do with this? I wanted to go, burn. And we did continue to take the body of this being thingy back to the guardhouse, where according to the law it had to be handed in and fingerprinted and everything. And then last time we remember, we got a dart in your face. Yeah. And that's the last thing we remembered from that.
Who else got any details they want to share?
It was by that lady who waved at me in the graveyard.
Which, by the way, in case anyone hasn't clocked that, that's the woman who stole the purse.
Okay, so we start with a chase sequence, and turns out it was kind of a trap. We're in a little courtyard thing, but then we meet Nozru, or as Sully says, Mr. Nozru, who shows us to his underground criminal activity empire looking thing. He's been saying that he's been building an empire. Ominous. And he shows us through the sewers, and then we see this fighting thing, and then he brings in this young boy, Yeldar, and Yeldar's like, oh, I lost my puppy, and now he's back alive. The grave's open. So we're like, oh, we gotta investigate. So we go see Yeldar's mom, and Yeldar's mom is sick, and she looks like she's about to go. So and there's beeswax candles, and that's very sus. Yeah, and we went to the gravesite, and then there were footprints, and it leads to the stone masonry place, and then we cleared the site, and then there were some zombies in there that we found. But there was also this shadow thing that almost killed Tnemrot, but Tnemrot made her saving thing, and she's okay. Everything's great.
Everything's
great.
Okay, here we go. We started last time when we versed a massive zombie. Ronnie killed both of us. Ha-Kapella and Tnemrot were down, but we fought through it. We survived. We got better. Yeah. Well, here we go. We're back at the camp now. We noticed something was going on with Lord Mortain. He was sus. He took he took Lona and Ha-Kapella to go and get wizard tested, and they were tested to see if they had any kind of necromancy, negativity in them. Meanwhile, Tnemrot and Sully decided to become detectives. They went to the hospital, they went to the library, they met Leia. Then she took them to the hospital. They met a bad guy, they killed the bad guy, and then they realized that they needed to go see the bad guy's wife, and then they went to the bad guy's wife's house, and then meanwhile you guys got tested, and you realized that you were fine, but then you went up against a massive zombie, a boulder creature, who then ended up being almost out of control. He ended up killing Lona, and we then found out that's someone Candlemaker. That's
Is this horrible?
Yes. Troublemaker.
We have just come from the Arcane Hall where our two spellcasters have been getting arcanely tested for necromantic magic. Meanwhile, Sully and Tnemrot have been investigating the candles that are making people sick. Eventually, we all converge back in the guardhouse where we meet this mysterious elven woman, Lona. She's a great time and she flirts a lot with Lona. He flirts back. Then we trek all the candles back to a candlemaker's place. We go in, we start exploring, and oh, what's this? It's Two Knives, our old arch nemesis, and it's a cultist. We named them Booties. They set the house on fire. Lena rescued some kids. Tnemrot found a letter. We found out the conspiracy behind the candles. They were going after the royal family. So we went to the palace. We took away all the candles. Then we wished Lena a very tearful goodbye as Lona basically broke up with her. And then as we were walking away, Tnemrot was almost seduced by an evil demon woman.
That was so good. You are amazing at that.
How do you do it?
Thank you.
How do you do it?
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
I'm in awe.